welcome back. My name is Taylor and I will be guiding you through the practice today. We are going to be working on the core. It will be a full body flow focusing primarily on the core. So whenever you're ready, I will ask you to start laying down on your back. And we're going to get right into it. So extending your hands just underneath the top of your bum cheek. You're going to reach both legs up to the sky. Now you can point or flex your feet. Just make sure they have some intention in the feet and so they're not kind of hanging there without any strength or thought. So I'm going to flex my feet. With the exhale, you're going to softly lower your right heel to hover about 2 inches off the mat in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. On your next inhale, lift it back up in 3, 2, and 1. We'll go the left leg. Hold it down in 3, 2, hover on 1. One more time. We'll take it up in 3, 2, and 1. Continue to alternate between the right and the left leg, holding to hover. Lift it back up nice and slow. You can go at your own pace. It can also help if you need to bend your knees. That can take a little bit of pressure out of the core. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more today and you're ready to get right into it, you're going to lower both legs down to hover, hold at the bottom, and then lift it back up. One more time, both legs down, and then lift back up. Remember, you can still hold here and alternate. Up to you. Palms are flat on your mat. You can go as slow, or if you'd like, you can start to pick up the pace and go a little bit faster. One and then the other. If you want more fire, you're doing both legs for 5, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Good work. Hug both knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a nice big hug. Now from here, you're going to take your hands behind your thighs. We'll start to rock and roll up and down the spine. When you've gained enough momentum, you come up and over your knees to come into a tabletop position. If you can't make it over your knees, that's okay. Just make your way up to roll over to the side and then press up through one hand. All right, coming into tabletop, hands are right below shoulders, knees are right below hips. Untuck your toes, drop your belly button down to your mat, take your gaze up to the sky. With your exhale, pull your belly button into your spine, round through your shoulders, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, take your gaze up. Exhale, curl through the spine. We'll just flow here through cat-cow a few more times. Good, and then when you're ready, we're going to come back through that neutral spine. Hands right below shoulders. You tuck your toes. We're going to hover the knees just 2 inches off the mat. Your shoulders are right over your wrist. Pull your belly button into your spine for 3. Hovering for 2. On 1, lower the knees down to the mat. Drop your belly, take your gaze up to the sky. Let's exhale, come back through a neutral spine. Extend the right leg long behind you. If you need a little bit more support, you can tuck that left toe. Now, you have the option to hold here. If you'd like to come further, you can reach that left arm forward. If this is too much, but holding here with the hand on the mat is too easy, then just take your fingertips forward, and that can just help you balance out a little bit. Find some stability here through your core. So you're drawing your belly button up and into your spine. Lift your thumb and heel a little bit higher. And then with the exhale, left hand comes down to the mat, followed by the right knee. Come right to the other side, left leg back, reach that right arm forward. And then again, remember you have the option to keep that hand down or bring the right fingertips forward to take a little bit off. Working on that core stability. Good. And with the exhale, right hand will come down to the mat, followed by the left knee. Once again, you're going to tuck your toes, hover your knees just about 2 inches off the mat. Draw your belly button up into your spine for 3, 4, 2. On 1, sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Now start to pedal your heels out into the mat. Walk your dog. Lift your sit bones up to the sky. Fingertips spread wide. Just warming it up here. Good. Now on your inhale, you're going to come high on your toes. So lift your heels up nice and high. Ripple forward into a high plank. On your exhale, bend your knees, send your sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come high on your toes, ripple forward like a wave to your plank. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, lift your sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. One more time, high on toes, ripple forward to that plank. Exhale, bend your knees, send your sit bones up and back, downward dog. From here, bend into the knees, walk, step, or softly float the feet to meet the hands. Come to your forward fold. If you'd like, you can grab opposite elbows, softly rock side to side. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, we reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Option to take a mini back bend at the top. Exhale, hinge from the hip. Fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Good. Shoulders right over your wrists. Pull your belly button into your spine. High on those tippy toes. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to hover your right foot off the mat. If you need to come down onto your knees, that's also an option at any time. Lower that right foot and hover the left. Hold for 3, 4, 2. On 1, lower that left foot. Lift your sit bones up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Bend into your knees, walk, step, or float your feet to meet your hands. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way to the sky. Optional back bend at the top. Exhale, hinge from the hip. We fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back to your plank. We'll cycle through our first vinyasa flow. High to low push up through chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or full up dog. And exhale over the toes for down dog. Beautiful. Holding here. On your next inhale, we come high on the toes. On your exhale, lower your knees to hover just 2 inches off the mat. Hold for 3, 4, 2. Sit bones up and back on 1. All right, you are going to have the option to hover in that bear in the air one more time. If you'd like to come further, you're going to come with me. Come high on the toes. Lower the knees to hover. Hold here. Step your right knee to your right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow. Or even better, aim for the tricep. Hold it here and step. Alternate left and right. Beautiful. We're going to alternate for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Sit bones up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. On your inhale, come high on your toes. Lower your knees all the way down to the mat. We're going to sit onto the bottom. My mat tends to go close to the wall. I don't know if it's because I have carpet, but it's okay. It's easy to fix. Anyways, we're going to come back down onto the back. From here, you're going to extend your legs in tabletop. So 90 degrees with your hip, knee, and ankle. Your hands are coming behind your head. Now from here, you're going to extend your left leg straight. Bring your left armpit towards your right knee. Hold for 3, 4, 2. On 1, switch sides. Right armpit towards left knee. Hold for 3, 4, 2. On 1, switch. Hold for 3, 4, 2. On 1, switch again. Go 3, 2, and 1. Go switch in 3, 2, and 1. One last time in 3, 2, And one. Hug your knees into your chest. Beautiful. And once again, hands come behind the thighs. We rock and roll up and down the spine. Now this time you're going to roll up and over your knees. And we're going to cycle through a vinyasa flow. So once you come back over your knees, you're going to come right into your plank. High to low push-up. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. On the inhale, the right leg will reach to the sky. On the exhale, step the right foot to meet the right thumb in runner's lunge. Lower the left knee to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Tuck the back toe. Step back to your plank. Cycle through your flow. Beautiful. On the inhale, the left leg will reach to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the left thumb. Runner's lunge. When you're ready, right knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Tuck the back toe. Step back to plank. We cycle through that flow. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, you're going to come high on your toes, ripple forward to a plank. You're going to lower down into a dolphin plank, so coming down onto your forearms. Now if this is too much, you do have the option to come down to your knees. So take whatever variation you are ready for today, or whichever one you'd like. Hold here. On your next inhale, hug your right knee into your right tricep. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, left knee, left tricep. Exhale, send it back. Continue to alternate right and left. Beautiful. We're going for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Nice work. You can lower the knees down to the mat, and we'll sit it right back to child's pose. Take nice deep breaths, filling your belly up all the way. And then we're going to come back up through tabletop position. Tuck the toes, lift the sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. And again, my mat has traveled its way to the wall. Beautiful. On the inhale, you're going to reach the left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the left thumb into a runner's lunge. You're going to start to walk your hands over to the right. Pivot your feet to be parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hinge from the hip, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. From here, take your heels in on a 45-degree angle. Bend nice and deep into your knees. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Bring your arms into cactus. We're coming into goddess. Beautiful. With your next exhale, bring your right elbow down towards your right knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Just kidding, that wasn't the last one. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Getting into that right oblique. Keep your knees nice and bent. And then as you exhale, we're going to head over to the left. Beautiful. Knee to elbow. Target that left oblique. Beautiful. Keep it going. Nice work, you guys. One more. And then you're going to straighten out your legs. Give your body a good little shake. All right, we're going to make our way back down onto the mat. Now you're going to extend your legs straight up to the sky. Flex your feet or point your toes. I prefer to flex. Hands come behind the head. On your exhale, you're going to reach your right fingertips to your left toes. Beautiful. Exhale, left fingertips, right toes. Continue to alternate. Lift your shoulder blades up off your mat. Keep your head lifted. Remember to breathe nice and deep into your belly. I'm sure you can hear me breathing right now. Lift your chest as high up as you can. Lift your shoulder blades. Keep your head lifted. Tuck your chin into your chest. Make sure not to put any stress onto your neck. Good. We're going for 8, 7, 6, 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Beautiful, you guys. From here, once again, the hands are going to come behind the thighs. You rock up and down until you have enough momentum to make your way up and over your knees. And then again, you cycle through that vinyasa flow. Now, know that you do have the option to skip that vinyasa flow if you don't feel like you want to do it, or if you just want a little bit of a rest. You're going to come right back to downward facing dog, okay? Beautiful. On the next inhale, the right leg will reach to the sky. On the exhale, step your right foot to meet your right thumb into your runner's lunge. Drop your left heel down to the mat. Your left foot is on a 45-degree angle and root down through the outer edge of that left foot. Keep your right knee bent. Root to rise. We're coming to warrior 1. Beautiful. Squeeze those inner thighs together and guide your right hip back. Nice deep bend into your right leg. Press through the left heel. The tendency is the weight will want to fall to the inner side of your left foot. So just make sure you're pressing to the outer edge of your left foot. With the next exhale, we'll interlace the fingers together behind the back. Open to shine the heart forward and release that right shoulder inside the right thigh. If it feels good for you, you can start to reach your palms up and over your head. I want you to relax the back of your neck, allow your head to hang heavy. Press to the outer edge of that left foot. On the inhale, we're going to reach those arms back up to the sky. On the exhale, you're going to release the hands down to the mat. Left hand is going to come to the mat, right arm is going to reach up to the sky. You're going to lift your left heel up off the mat. Now from here, you're going to point your right toes to the right side of your mat. Good. You're going to come onto the knife edge of that left foot. You have the option to hold here. If you'd like, you can come into a side plank. If you would like a modification, you can also come down onto that left knee. Holding here, keep your hips lifted for 3, for 2. On 1, right hand comes down to the mat. You're going to cycle through your vinyasa flow. Beautiful. On the inhale, that left leg will reach to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the left thumb, runner's lunge. Drop that right heel down to the mat. Right foot is on that 45-degree angle. Bend into your left knee, root to rise. Beautiful, you guys. Hug that left hip back, wrap the right hip forward, press through the outer edge of that right foot. And then with the exhale, we interlace the fingers together behind the back. Open to shine the heart. Release the left shoulder to the inside of the left thigh. Relax the head. Allow the head to hang heavy. If you want to bring the palms up and overhead, you can do that as well. Inhale, we reach those arms back up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Left arm will reach up to the sky. Right heel is pointing up. And then you're going to point the left toes to the left edge of your mat. Transitioning into your variation of Vashisthasana. Remember, you can come down onto that right knee. Hold it here for 3. Lift those hips for 2. On 1, left hand comes down to the mat. You cycle through your flow. Beautiful. On the inhale, we come high on the toes. Exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Bring the knees mat distance apart. Big toes to touch. Sit the bottom back to the heels. Child's pose. And a well-deserved rest. Breathe nice and deep into your belly. All right, from here, you're going to make your way back up into a tabletop position. We are going to come into another side plank. This one we're going to take from our forearms. So you always have the option to take a side plank from your forearm, but this one we're not going to do the wrist, we're just going to do the forearm or the hand. So I'm going to get you to start into a dolphin plank. So you've been here before. You again have the option to come down to your knees. If you can, pop it up onto your toes. Let's start with the left forearm. So bring your left forearm parallel to the top edge of your mat. Stack your right hip on top of your left hip. Reach your right arm to the sky. Keep your hips lifted. Remember, you have the option to lower down onto that left knee. That's totally okay as well. You're still going to feel it in your core for 3, for 2. On 1, right forearm comes down to the mat. Beautiful. Hold it here for 3. For 2, we'll transition to the other side. Right forearm to the mat, parallel to the top edge of your mat. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Stack the hips, keep them lifted. Hold for 3, for 2. Left forearm down on 1. Now from here, I'm going to make you come up onto your hands, coming right into the top of a push-up. And then lift your sit bones up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, come high, your toes ripple forward to a plank. High to low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Just take a little extra moment in up dog to stretch out your core. And then lift your sit bones up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. On your inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. We're going to come back to sit down onto the bottom. All right. And then we're going to come into Navasana boat. So 3 different options here for Navasana. You can keep your feet on the mat. You can bring your shins parallel to your mat, or you can straighten out your legs. Reach your arms forward. Lift your chest up to the sky. Hold for 3, for 2. On 1, hover your entire body just 2 inches off the mat. Hold for 3, for 2. Pull it back up on 1. Hold for 3, for 2. Hover down on 1 for 3, for 2. Pull it back up on 1 for 3, for 2. One more for 3, for 2. Take it down on 1. Beautiful. All right, you're going to bend your knees. Windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Feet are flat on your mat. Exhale through your mouth. And we're just going to start to cool it down. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, from here, I'm going to get you to hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. With your exhale, we're going to take that right knee over to the left. Reach that right arm out to the side. You're coming into a spinal twist. And your gaze will also fall to the right as well to help you get a little bit deeper into that twist. Now make sure you stay with your breath. Continue with that deep inhale and exhale. If you want to cool your body down a little bit, you can exhale through your mouth. And then let's inhale that right knee through center. Hug the left knee into the chest. Take both hands to that left knee. Extend the right leg straight. Good. Beautiful. We're going to cross that left leg over to the right. Left arm will reach to the side. Take your gaze over to the left. And we'll inhale that left knee through center. From here, you're going to draw both knees into your chest. Take your hands to the outer edges of your feet. You press into a happy baby. Now press your lower back into the mat. Draw your knees down towards your armpits. You can hold or you can softly rock from side to side. And then with the exhale, the heels will fall together, followed by the knees. Give yourself a nice big hug and draw your forehead to your knees. And then as you exhale, just slowly and mindfully release down into your final rest pose. To come into Shavasana. Work to surrender with every exhale. Allow your body to melt into your mat. Feel your heart rate come back to a natural pace. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking time to dedicate to your body, your mind, and your spirit. And then you can stay where you'd like. If you're ready to come back from Shavasana, just wiggle your fingers and toes. And then make your way over to your right side. Come into a fetal position. Bring your knees above your hips. And then press up through the left hand. We're going to come back to meet hands seated. All right, bring the hands through heart center. Bow the head to the heart. Take this time to set a clear intention for the rest of your day or maybe even your week. Think about the kind of energy that you'd like to invite into your life. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this practice. Namaste.